And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with their opponents. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? Check 53 is Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 47. Leave it. 48. Let's go. Check 52. Hey, switch gears. Check 15. Check 50.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Good job, D. Good job.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play fake. Cousins steps away. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Under 10.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
To throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Slam. Watch twist.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch 54.
2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check 55.
He'll drop the throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. The Eagles have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 40 seconds.
Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the ball comes loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 6, like that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 6 yards. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You better be afraid of me. Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, watch that, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5-9. Hey, orbit. Mike 54. Here we go. Right there.
First throw now for the backup wins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Another run here with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Let's go 1-1. Check 59. Mike is 59. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On second down, this is Madison. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first and 10, Cousins going to throw deep for the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And
when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Sanders. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Another run with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. first down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a gain of 3 and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Kill.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
54, Mike. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, it's Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Hawk! The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
They go play action here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's third down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full streak. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch. Check, check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback, because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.